All right, hello. I'm getting a little bit of an early start. I've jumped the time around a little bit here today. Just wanted to give an update on one of the hackathons and the project I came up with. The deadline is today at 3 p.m. Eastern, so hence time is of the essence. This is the Dropbox Sign AI Powered Agreements Hackathon. And what they are looking for is a solution that uses the Dropbox Sign API for like legal documents and things like that, along with usage of some AI tools to make that process go smoothly. So, what did I come up with? So here is my project. Um, I'm going to give you a little bit of a pitch, and I'm going to start over in one moment or so. All right. Hi, my name is Jason, and I want to tell you a little bit about my project. I have called it affectionately Death by LLM. It's prepare for the unexpected and create an e-will for your loved ones today. This project uses an artificial will intelligent tool to generate a custom document and then walks you through a witness signing of it. Legal precedent across the country is a little bit different in terms of how wills are handled. Typically, you need two witnesses to sign the will as evidence that it is authentic. And it is a legal document. And the process does vary state by state. So, this is a little bit of a forward looking project for when the laws catch up. But basically, the process is you start creating your will and you go through a series of prompts. So if I say, put in your name, uh, location, and so on, and what it's going to do is generate the legal document as you go through a series of prompts. Now, some of these prompts are templates. These are proven methods of how to create a legal document. You just fill in the blank. But in some cases, and I'm going to skip over some of these questions, become a little bit more valuable or more nuanced, right? So enter a valuable possession you want to leave. So if I want to leave $20, what this is doing is using the Hugging Face Inference API and running it through a ChatGPT like model to generate text relevant for the context of this, right? So how to handle the $20 and how to go through. So it's a little bit more than just a form. It actually goes through and does some interpretation. And that's an area that can definitely be tuned in the future. But once you've done that, you then have a will. But of course, the will is a legal document that doesn't necessarily hold much weight until it is signed. So, one of the problems with signing is, of course, getting remote witnesses to go along with it. So, if I want to send this for signatures, I have a couple of things I can do. I can add, Mr. Duck as my witness and send a copy to him as well. And then we can watch the signing process. So this might be a little bit tricky. I am recording and broadcasting in a couple of cases. So I am going to have to go off screen to actually start the same application again and start sharing my camera. So let's see if I do that and hit play. Hopefully, um, we will start getting the feed. Oh, this is not a good demo. Well, sometimes that happens, right? It might be related to the camera and the usage of the camera. But let me see. I'm going to, that kicked off a message to my witness. So let's see if my witness can join. Oh, there we go. All right, so now the witness is present. So maybe I have to tweak that a little bit. I can switch back and forth between the witness or myself in terms of the view. But more importantly, we also need to sign. So I got an email message. Looks like this. And I've had quite a few of them, and I can go ahead and review and sign this. So I'm also going to click one other button that allows me to share my screen. So now you also have a document view of what we're looking at. So if I go back to my email and review and sign, let's go ahead and pull this up. Um, actually open a different tab, so I'm going to move it over there. All right. So this is the will. Obviously, it's very limited in what it says during this test, but I can go through and I can provide my signature and click to sign. All right. So the signature of the witness is there, and now Mr. Duck. That seems like the mark a duck would leave. So I will insert that, and now both signatures. Now, that said, continuing this out would probably have additional witnesses and so on, but we'll go ahead and continue and agree. And there we go. So now my contract is fulfilled. I'm going to check the progress. Um, and with a little bit of time, we should see that all of the signatures for this signature request were created. So there's two other services being used here. So this is using Dolby IO for the real-time stream so that we can see what's happening live, both from the witness and myself. Now, my witness happens to be on a mobile device as opposed to my computer. So that's why I was able to just sort of simulate this, and then using the Dropbox sign APIs to create a signature request and then verify its status using the Node SDK. So this whole application was built with SvelteKit, and that is the project I came up with for this hackathon. So in terms of the demo, I don't know if this was effective, but that is the recording I'm going to share as far as the pitch. I could go through this again. One of the things I learned from the hackathon, and it's a factor when you're planning exactly how to do something like this, is that you need to be able to test it. And the API for the Dropbox sign does have a limit of 10 requests per day. So in recording this video, I did run through it a few times practicing, and I used up my 10 requests. So that's why I had to do a little bit of extra shenanigans for recording the demo itself. I do have one more check-in to go, but I will have all of the code available just to give you a sense of how it works. Um, you know, there are a number of routes. I also include API endpoints for generating the will. So, for example, here's the example using the Hugging Face API to create a prompt and fetch some of the results. I think the other, let's see what else is interesting about the project, is the sign API. That is actually the branch I haven't committed yet, but we'll be doing so shortly. So that is an update on my progress for this hackathon, something I worked on over the weekend and just had some finishing touches to submit it for the deadline today. Anyways, thank you. That was my update, and have a good rest of your day. See ya.